Vision 4.3 Features Update. In this video, I'm going to explain the key features in Vision 4.3. Some of the features in Vision 4.3 are under the hood and are not immediately visible. Others you will directly interact with. Let's first take a look at an under-the-hood enhancement. Starting with Release 4.3, Vision has the capacity to monitor the health and status of up to 300 DXi, Scalar, Scalar LTFS, and vmPRO devices. This capability supports Quantum's enhanced cloud strategy. See the Server Requirements section of the Vision 4.3 User's Guide for the hardware you need so Vision can monitor the increased number of devices. Now let's take a look at the more visible features in Vision 4.3 and later. If you have Vision installed as a virtual appliance, you can check for a software update from the Configuration menu. If a Vision update is available, you can start it from this dialog. You can also set Vision to automatically display a notification in the main window when an update is available. From the update notification in the main window, you can start the update. Next, let's see the enhanced vmPRO software update in Vision. For vmPRO appliances that are version 3.1 and above, software update notifications display in Vision 4.3 and later, and you can start the update process from the Vision interface. Open the vmPRO Consolidated Console by clicking All Devices, then vmPRO Devices. In the vmPRO Consolidated Console, devices with available updates display a link in the Software Update column. Click the Upgrade Available link to start the vmPRO software update in the vmPRO virtual machine. Chargeback reports allow you to determine how much disk space a share would occupy if stored on its own DXi. Service providers can use this information to charge a customer for backup space when a DXi is used by multiple customers. After you log in to Vision, use the home screen navigation bar to display DXi devices. Chargeback reports are only available for DXi devices. Chargeback requires DXi software version 2.3 or later, so I'll select a DXi with that software version. Double-click the device name to open the device console. In the device console, click the Chargeback button. The Chargeback Usage Report displays statistics based on individual shares for a DXi device. The default time interval is 1 week, and we'll see how to change that a little later. For Chargeback Reports, the word share is used generically and can mean any of these types of data containers. For a time interval that you specify, the statistics in the reports are average amount of data on disk, total reduction ratio, deduplication ratio, compression ratio, average data on disk as a percentage of the DXi capacity. In the chargeback table, you can sort on a column by clicking the header, and you can configure the columns in the same way as any other Vision table that displays this icon. To display the data in the table as chargeback graphs, select the Share or Replication Report type from the drop-down. Selecting Share displays statistics related to data ingested from a data source such as a backup server. Selecting Replication displays statistics related to data and snapshots replicated from other DXIs. Set the time range from the toolbar. Your choices are Custom, which allows you to enter specific dates in the Start and End fields, or the preset values in the drop-down for last week, last month, or last quarter. I'll select last month. Click the row in the table corresponding to the share you want to display. The graphs display below the table. Pull the handle up to view more of the graphs in the report. Use the view controls to scroll the graphs up and down to view. You can also show or hide the graph legends. And you can export the chargeback graphs as JPEG or PNG images. Set the time range from the toolbar, or by clicking and dragging in the graph, then double-clicking to apply the zoom. You have a choice of two methods to make the chargeback statistics in the table available for use in external calculations: export it or download it. The chargeback export is intended for data integration with other systems. Remember to set the time interval you want for the exported data before starting the export. Click the export icon and choose the file type. Navigate to the folder you want for the file destination. Rename the file if you wish. The default name does not contain information about the exported file. An example exported text file is shown here. The exported file contains the data fields shown in the on-screen table. The contents of columns that are turned off will not export. The chargeback download is intended for on-screen viewing and contains more descriptive information than the export, such as system serial number and start and end times. Using the toolbar, set the time interval you want for the downloaded data before starting the download. Click the Download button. Select either CSV or PDF for the format of the download file. Navigate to the destination folder. The default file name contains information about the exported file, formatted as shown here. You can enter a different file name if you want, and save the file. Here is an example of a downloaded CSV file. You can see the header information stating the host name and DXi system serial number, and the start and stop times. Chargeback graphs are also available from the Advanced Reporting icon. The features in Vision 4.3 and later that we covered in this video include the capability to monitor more devices, the ability to initiate and update to Vision software, the ability to update vmPRO software from within Vision, and the DXi Chargeback Reporting feature. You can experience the features in the newest Vision release by going to quantum.com and obtaining an evaluation copy. If you're using an older release of Vision, you can go to quantum.com for your complimentary Vision upgrade.